Hello everyone, my name is Charlie and I'm a career consultant here in Canada.
So these are my top 7 things that I'm going to share with you that I know that our employers here are looking for.
Disclaimer, I am not an immigration consultant and I do not work for any immigration agency. Hi, my name is Charlie. I'm a career consultant here in Canada.
So these are my top 7 things that I'm going to share with you that I know that our employers here are looking for. And they are looking for candidates that have these top, we call them attributes. So number 1 being communication skills. I know it's difficult to learn a new language. I know that personally. I've gone to Colombia and I had to speak in Spanish, and every time I travel to a new country, there's a new language, and I know it's not easy. But employers here are looking for employees or candidates who can communicate in either English or French, depending on where you're going to be located in Canada. Why is communication skills important? Well, it becomes a liability for an employer. So if there are safety signs in the workplace where you're working and you cannot read these signs, it becomes a liability for the employer. There's a risk. There's a risk that you did not read the safety signs and you could injure yourself. This is just one example among many. Tip number 2 is willingness to learn. So willingness to learn means that, and often newcomers tell me, just show me and I have no problem learning a new way of doing things, which is great, which is a great attitude to have. But what it really means is that I have to accept the fact that maybe the way I've been doing things for the last 10 years or 15 years, because I'm going to be doing it with a new employer, in a new country, maybe this means that I'm going to have to be doing it completely different from what I'm used to. So that's what willingness to learn means. So tip number 3, I will say that it's commitment. So an employer often is hesitant in hiring newcomers for the simple reason that there's a lot of time and effort and money that's invested in hiring a new employee. And if they think for some reason that this new employee is not going to stay for a long period, they're often hesitant in hiring, because that means that in 1 month or 3 months or 6 months they would have to start all over again and train a new employee, a new person. So they're looking for candidates who are committed, who are here for a longer period than just a few months. Number 4 is dependability. Now, dependability, we mean that if you're scheduled to work 5 days a week, we can depend on you showing up on time and doing your shift. You would be surprised at how many people are not dependable. They do not show up for the days that they're supposed to work for many reasons. And this is something that employers worry about, because it will have an impact on the production and on the team at work. So dependability, are you a dependable person? That's the question that the employer is looking for. Number 5, are you self-motivated? Now that's a huge question. So that means someone who is passionate, someone who is really interested in the work that they have to do, someone who's going to do that extra effort to learning, someone who is going to make sure that they have something to offer the employer. Because you got to remember, many employees are applying for the same job. So what will make you stand out? That's what's really important. What is it, the fact that you have something extra to offer this employer? Is it your energy? Is it your patience? Is it your commitment? Is it the fact that you're punctual, you're always on time? Is it the fact that you're a fast learner, who is a team player, someone who has something to offer an employer? So number 6 is, are you a good fit for the team? So in other words, do we see that there's going to be a good chemistry between yourself and the other team members? Are you going to be able to communicate? Are you going to get along? Do you have something in common? Do you have same interests? Do you have same skills? Those are all questions that the employer is always looking for when he is doing interviews. So last but not least is number 7. So this is the question where they want to see if you have the drive, the energy to make this work. So some people arrive on time, they show up for work, they're there, but they're just there. All they have is a pulse, and they're not really passionate about their work. And this is sometimes the reason why some people are not hired. Thank you for watching. Hope you'll subscribe and join me on the next video.